His door stays closed more often. I knock gently. No answer comes. Sometimes I hear him moving in his room. Sometimes he sighs softly. I wait a moment, then leave. Breakfast smells of toast and coffee. I set the table slowly. I watch him from the hallway. He walks past without looking. His backpack swings lightly. His steps feel different now. He nods once, then heads to the door. No smile. No small chat. A small pain rises in my chest. I feel sharp and heavy. Did I do something wrong? Did I miss a sign before? The house feels quiet and tense. Other signs appear too. He eats slowly. Almost alone. He leaves dishes on the counter. He stays in the bathroom longer than before. For a while, he used to share jokes with me. He laughed about things at school. I laughed too. We talked. Now, that seems far away. His words are shorter now. His eyes glance quickly and move on. He seems busy with himself. I sigh and sit down. I feel puzzled and sad. What is happening to my son? He is 14 now. I remember my own teenage years. I start to understand. This is the start of puberty. His world is changing fast. His feelings are big and messy. Still, I am surprised by him. The door slamming hurts my heart. The silence in the hall feels strange. I wonder what he thinks alone. I feel both worried and distant. I want him close again. I do not know how to reach him. I only know that he is changing. I check the time. He is probably at school already. The quiet house feels emptier. I touch the counter and breathe. I am learning to watch and wait. Not to push too hard. Not to expect words every day. But the new distance makes me ache. I hope he knows I am still here. Even if he does not say it back. I watch him more each day. He walks past me at breakfast. He nods or says a short
Hi.
I try to start small talk. I ask about school, friends, homework. He shrugs and looks away. Sometimes he answers. Sometimes he does not. I feel confused and tired. I leave little notes on the table. I write simple words. I am here. I care about you. Sometimes he reads them. Sometimes he ignores them. I fold the notes and put them away. I try not to push too hard. I try to wait patiently. I notice strange things lately. He locks his room door sometimes. He spends more time alone in the bathroom. He avoids eye contact more often. He eats in silence. He sighs and walks quickly away. I do not know what he thinks. I do not know what he wants. I try to understand. I follow his habits quietly. I give him small space. I try to speak calmly. I try to smile at him. Sometimes he notices. Sometimes he does not. I feel both hope and frustration. One evening, I talk to my husband. I say, I cannot understand him. He changes every day. He shuts me out. I am worried about him. He listens and nods. Then he says,
He is 14. This is normal. Puberty is hard. Give him space. He will come back to us.
I nod, but my heart feels heavy. I try to believe him. I try to relax. But I keep checking his door. I watch his steps in the hallway. I notice small gestures he does not know I see. Sometimes he seems happy alone. Sometimes he looks sad and lost. I do not understand him fully. I want to reach him. I want to help him. I do not know the right way. I try many small things. I leave notes. I smile at breakfast. I ask simple questions. I listen when he answers. I wait. I watch. I feel the distance between us. It grows and shrinks like waves. Some moments are quiet and calm. Some moments are tense and sharp. I try to breathe and stay patient. I try to trust him to grow. I still worry every day. I still hope he will let me in. He walks past me in the morning. He nods once and says,
Hi.
quickly. Then he grabs his backpack and leaves. No smile. No pause. No chat. I freeze for a moment. My heart feels heavy and confused. Was that all the greeting I would get today? It is not the first time. Small gestures like this happen more often. I try to ignore it at first. I tell myself it is normal. He is 14. He is growing. Puberty changes everything. I have to give him space. But the small things keep happening. He leaves his shoes in the hallway. He drops his bag on the floor. He closes his door too quickly. He does not answer when I ask simple questions. I breathe slowly and count to 10. I try to smile at him anyway. I try to leave him alone. I try to be patient every day. Then one morning, it hits me again. He barely looks at me. He mutters a quiet,
Bye.
and walks out. I watch the door close. I feel a sharp mix of sadness and worry. I sit down and think. Should I let this slide? Is it really normal for him to act like this? Or should I tell him some things are not okay? I worry that small habits now might grow into bigger problems. I remember my own teenage years. I know, the world feels big and confusing at this age. Still, I cannot help noticing the little signs. I wonder if I am too strict or too soft. I wonder if he will ever open up to me again. Every day feels like this now. I watch him, I wait, I try. I smile. I ask questions. Sometimes he answers. Sometimes he does not. The small annoyances pile up in my mind. I feel torn between letting him be and guiding him. I talk to my husband quietly. He says again,
He is growing. This is normal. Let him figure it out.
I nod, but I cannot stop worrying. The small things still bother me. The quick greetings, the slammed doors, the silence. They all make me question what to do. I breathe again and watch the empty hallway. I know I cannot control him. But I also know I cannot ignore everything. Each morning brings the same little challenges. Each morning, I wonder how to be the mother he needs. I decide to try small rules. Not big rules. Only tiny ones. I tell him, please put your backpack in the corner. He nods but does not answer. I watch him leave it on the floor again. At breakfast, I ask, did you eat enough? He shrugs and grabs a piece of toast. I try not to frown. I try to stay calm. Later, I see him leave the bathroom door open. I say quietly, close it, please. He mutters,
Okay.
but does not move. I feel a little irritation. I feel a little worry. These small moments pile up in my mind. Every morning brings something small but tense. I try to guide him gently. I try to stay patient. But patience feels thinner each day. I wonder if I am too strict. I wonder if I ignore too much. He does not answer me fully. He does not smile much. He does not share anything new. I talk to my husband again. I say, I try to guide him. I set small rules. But he ignores them. I do not know if I do the right thing. He listens and nods. Then he says,
This is normal. Teens test boundaries. Some rules will stick. Some will not. You cannot control everything. Just be there, and be calm.
I nod, but my chest feels tight. I try to remember his age. I try to trust him to learn. I try to smile when he does small things right. Sometimes he puts his backpack away. Sometimes he says a short
Thank you.
Sometimes he closes the bathroom door. These tiny wins feel like a victory. I notice small progress, but it is slow. I notice many mistakes, but I try to ignore them. I watch him leave for school. He mutters,
Bye.
without looking. I sigh and stay in the kitchen. I know the day will bring the same challenges. I know I will try again tomorrow. I know I have to balance patience and guidance. I hope one day he will understand that I am trying for him. One morning, it happened again. He walked into the kitchen. He mumbled,
Hi.
very quietly. He did not look at me. I took a deep breath. I tried to stay calm. I said, please, at least say hello, loudly enough. Look at me when you speak. I need to see your face. He looked at me, strangely. He said,
Why does it matter? You can hear me anyway. Does my face change the greeting?
he shrugged. He added,
It is just a hello. Why make it so serious?
my chest tightened. I felt a sharp anger. I raised my voice. It is not just a hello. I am your mother. I need to feel you respect me. Speak clearly. Look at me. He glared at me. His hands clenched. He said nothing more. Then he stormed out the door. I heard it slam behind him. I stood in the kitchen, frozen. My heart pounded. I felt a mix of anger, worry, and sadness. I felt helpless. I sat down slowly. I tried to breathe. I replayed the scene in my head. Did I push too hard? Did I ask too much? Or did he behave badly? I thought about the small mistakes I had ignored. I thought about the small wins I had praised. Nothing seemed enough today. His defiance felt stronger than before. I watched the empty hallway. I heard the quiet of the house. I sipped my coffee slowly. I felt the weight of my role. Am I guiding him right? Or am I too strict, too soft, too much, or too little? I realized the day would feel long. I realized I could not control everything. I realized my heart ached for him, but I did not know how to reach him. I felt the tension of love and worry. I felt the burden of being a mother. I wondered if I was doing enough, or if I was failing. Later that day, the house grew quiet. I sit at the table with my coffee. I decide to find a small way to reach him. Not a lecture. Not a rule. Just a gentle word or gesture. I leave a small snack on his desk. I put a note next to it. It says, "Enjoy your afternoon." I do not expect a reply. I just want him to notice and smile. Later, I clean the living room. I see his shoes by the door. I pick them up quietly. I put them on the shoe rack. He may notice. He may not. It does not matter. It is a small thing I can do. I think about dinner. I decide to make his favorite meal. Nothing fancy. Just comfort. I hope it will make him smile. I just want him to see I care. I sit by the window in the afternoon. I watch the street and the sky. I think about little ways to reach him. I imagine small moments when he might notice me. I plan gentle words. I hope he feels that I am here. I realize that patience is part of love. I realize that small gestures matter. I realize that even a tiny connection is better than nothing. The afternoon passes. I do some chores and sip my coffee. I think about little ways to stay connected. I read a book for a while. I tidy up around the house. The next morning, he walks into the kitchen. He does not look at me. He mumbles.
Hi.
I take a deep breath. I do not answer angrily. I tell myself, patience is practice. He grabs his backpack. I say quietly, "Did you pack everything?" He nods. He leaves for school. In the afternoon, I notice him sitting in his room alone. He is reading a book. I knock lightly on the door. I say, "Dinner is ready soon." I leave him space. He does not respond. I do not push. I let him have his privacy. I spend the afternoon doing my own things. I water the plants. I read a novel. I make tea and sit by the window. I focus on myself for a while. I enjoy my own time. He comes out eventually. He says,
Thanks.
He does not smile, but he looks at me. I smile back. It is small, but it is something. I notice that I feel less tension. I notice that I do not need to control everything. I can guide him and still respect him. I can correct what is wrong in a short, firm way. I can leave the rest alone. I realize that being a mother is not only care and discipline. It is also patience, respect, and letting go. It is guiding but not holding too tightly. It is loving but not suffocating. I accept that this is part of growth. For him, for me. We are learning together. We are finding a healthy distance. We are growing. I feel tired but calm. I feel challenged but hopeful. I know tomorrow will not be perfect. But I am practicing. I am learning. And he is learning too.